So this is the last and the final video in which we'll be discussing how we can put our Google Slides presentation on a full screen mode and how to take questions from a large audience. So in order to do this, all you have to do is click on this present button given over here. This will enlarge your presentation and put it on a full screen mode. So at the bottom of your slide, you can see that there is an array of buttons or options. The most important feature of Google Slides, which has been incorporated here, is that of a pointer. So through a pointer, you can highlight the important aspects in your slides to your students. The other aspect is of the Q&A. So through the Q&A, you can take up as many questions as possible from a gathering of people. This Q&A is specially designed in those purposes where you are addressing a large gathering which comprises of maybe hundreds or thousands of participants. But nonetheless, you can still use it in case of online teaching or classroom teaching. Also, if you can see that there is an option to open the speaker notes. You click on the settings and you can open the speaker notes from here, as well as you can also access speaker notes from the Q&A. So once I click on the Q&A, I can see that there are two tabs, audience tools and speaker notes. So once I click on the speaker notes, I can see what all notes I have written for each slide, which can help me elaborate on a topic in a class. On the left hand side of the screen, you can see that there are that you can traverse through your slides in a sequential manner. And you can also see what all speaker notes have been written here by you in case you are trying to explain some point. We had understood how to create speaker notes through voice typing as well in one of my previous videos. The next concept comes here is of the audience tools. So you can take live audience questions from a gathering in case you are presenting your slides in a classroom, on an online platform, in a conference, seminar or a workshop. So all you have to do is you click on Start New. So once I click on Start New, I can see that multiple things have occurred on my screen. I can see that there is an option of accepting questions from Ramanujan College. Now since I have logged in from my G Suite account, this option shows up. So I don't want to restrict myself to only accept questions from my institution, from students of my institution. I want any student who is listening to my presentation to ask me any sort of question. So I click on anyone. I click on OK. Then as you can see, this particular link has popped up, and this link is also there, as you can see, on the main slide. So what is this link? You can share this link with your participants and they can open this link in their particular phones, laptops, any electronic device, and they can post questions through this link. So how this will be done? Suppose I have this link, I copy this link and I paste it in the other tab. So the interface of this link is something like that. So anybody who needs to answer a question can answer or pose a question on this interface. I write a question like, how can I add a diagram in Google Slides? So this is a question that one of the participant wants to ask. So you can either log in from your ID or you can post this question anonymously, which means that you don't want the presenter to know who you are. And once you do this, you click on submit. So once you click on submit, on your presenter mode, the person who is delivering the presentation can see that someone from the audience has posed a question. Likewise, a number of questions can be posed. How can we share in a restricted mode? So this can be another question. How can we check version history? So this is another question. Next question can be how to assign action tasks. This can be another question. So these are different questions from multiple participants. So as you can see, all these questions that the participants have been asking are shown on the presenter's screen. So in case I am the presenter and I want to address a particular question, so in order to make that particular question live in front of the audience, what I can do is, suppose I select this question, how can we check version history? And I want other participants or students to also know what this question is. So if you can see, there is a present button given here. Click on present and you can see that this particular question has been presented on the main screen. So this is how you can accept questions and present them to the audience. There is a toggle button here. So if you want the participants to post as many questions as possible during the duration or during the tenure of your presentation, you can switch on the on button. But if you don't want any more questions to be thrown at you, then you can click on the off button. Now someone who has this link, if in case the toggle button has been switched off and that person writes a question, then it says that this Q&A session is closed. So this is how you accept and deal with certain questions. Here there is a timer which is going on. This timer signifies how much time potentially you have devoted for the Q&A answer, or during your presentation, how much time have you devoted for answering the questions. Hope this concept of Q&A comes to your use. Also, if you can see that there is an option of voting and upvoting. So someone who is let me refresh this icon. Okay, so someone who likes a particular question from these questions can vote for it or can downvote it as well. You can support a question or you can not support a question, and which also is shown on the presenter's screen. So if there are so many upvotes, here on the presenter screen you can see that there are upvotes for a particular question. So this was all about presenting your slides in the presenter mode, how to accept question and answers, and how to view speaker notes. Thank you for your time. Hope the concept of Google Slides was understood by you, and hope you can use Google Slides in your future endeavors. Thank you.